So I wanted to give you a review or some comments on the KLX 230. And you know, there's not a lot of information available on this little underrated dual sport motorcycle. So I'm heading up to Mount Ashland to do a little exploring, and our speeds along I-5 Southern Oregon 65, and you can see here that I'm right under 65. It really doesn't have a lot more to give, and it is a little buzzy around that 65, 70 miles per hour. Not a motorcycle I'd want to go long distance at that speed, and a lot of motorcycles are going to be buzzy with dual sport style tires. These have knobbies, probably 80/20, whatever came stock on it. I've done a little bit of modifications to this little motorcycle. I put a windscreen on it because I do like to have just a little bit of wind protection. And I've got a rear rack with 2 extra gallons of fuel, plus my weight. I have to say, sitting on the motorcycle, I'm probably right around 210, 215. And you can see as we're going up this pass, I am losing a little bit of speed. Give it a little more throttle and I'll probably pick that right back up. Now this motorcycle is a single-cylinder air-cooled motorcycle. This model does have ABS, something I definitely wanted because I do ride this motorcycle on the road. And so anyhow, we're clicking along 62. Now we get up here, and as you go through the Siskiyou in Southern Oregon, the pass here changes speed to 55. Do pay extra attention because we have heavy loads, and those heavy loads either on the right lane or sometimes they do take the shoulder. Now you can see here we're clicking along still as we're going uphill at about 60 miles per hour. Now I haven't dropped it down to 5th gear. I'll probably get more power out of it. I'll probably do just that. Bring the RPMs up. There we go. So keeping gear at keeping speed, 5th gear, 55, heading up the hill here, no trouble. No trouble at all. Now this motorcycle, if you had to do 65 to 75 every day for long stretches, it's not a motorcycle. It would not be my first pick. That's for sure. I think there's a lot of other motorcycles that would be better suited, more comfortable. Cruise control, heated grips, maybe a TFT screen. But you know, when you look at a dual sport, we're looking at it for different reasons. This particular motorcycle was chosen actually for beginning off-road motorcycling. And you know, as light as it is, it's a little over a couple hundred pounds. I think it's a great beginner's bike. It's been probably 30 plus years since I've been off-road. And you know, when you're in your early teens, you really don't give much thought to anything, and you just get on a bike and ride it. And I did wear a helmet, but had a friend that was super into motorcycling, and I got a motorcycle and we rode off-road, and that was that. Now that I'm much older in life, I want to have as light of a bike as I possibly can to just explore more of a Forest Service road setting. I have no idea if single track is in my future. I have to say it's probably not. It may be. you know, out of necessity. But I go for the views. That's what I go for. Now, one thing about this little KLX is it's not really set up for adventuring out of the box. And it's got a small little gas tank. And you just, as you're driving, you watch the little tick marks go. Tick, 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 tick. So that's why I'm carrying the extra 2 gallons of fuel. And that's an easy solution. You don't have to install anything. You just grab yourself an armadillo, toss it on the back, strap it down, and call it good. So I'm excited to show you Mount Ashland and Siskiyou Pass. It's a wonderful area to explore. I was up there a couple of days ago. If you watched the channel, I was in my Jeep. Had a nice little 5-minute video. Didn't make it long at all. And it just showcases some of the highlights. But I think today we'll get a better first-person perspective on the views. We still have a little touch bit of snow up there. So that's fun. Now I'm going to stay on maintained trail when I'm up there because I am inexperienced and I have no buddy with me. So now there's lots of traffic, both hiking and vehicular traffic, so I feel perfectly comfortable. And believe it or not, the cellular service up there is pretty good. So, you know, I've got decent cell service, lots of traffic. Although it is a holiday weekend, so we'll have to see what that looks like. Now, if you've been watching my speed, I've just been following this semi, and it's very easy to just cruise along 50 to 60 miles per hour. I'm in 5th gear. The motorcycle is not vibrating terribly. It's not like I'm stressing the motorcycle. I actually like this motorcycle more than I did my 411 Himalayan. I had started my most recent motorcycling adventures on a Royal Enfield Himalayan. Now I was about 30 pounds heavier, 40 pounds heavier, but that little motorcycle just felt like it took everything for it to keep speed. You know, doing 60 up a decent pass like this, and I just felt it struggled. And it was a heavy motorcycle. It was over 400 pounds and only had 20 horsepower. And this motorcycle is just a little over 200. And I don't know the exact specs. I'm sure you can look it up. Now, putting the little windshield on here that you see gives you another little mounting place for GPS if that's your thing, and or a power outlet. Now I'm going to install a power outlet for the cell phone. I do use my cell phone. I also use the GoPro, which eventually is going to be changed out to something a little bit more user-friendly. So we just took the exit off of I-5, and it is just such a beautiful drive up to the top of the hill, up to Mount Ashland. I've showcased that in other videos, so I think I'm just going to shut it off for a few minutes and let you appreciate some silence instead of me yakking. As soon as I get a finger free that I feel I can maybe pull over here. There we go. And now I can shut the GoPro off.